So before we begin, I want to remind you to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you can be made aware every time we put out a new video. And remember to check us out on Instagram, and now you can also find us on Facebook for exclusive content. Let's get to it. Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of All Things Universal Orlando. Today we're going to start a new element to the channel, a whole nother element that I'm going to call 5 More. I've done a number of videos that are top 5 in nature, and every now and again I'll think of more things I should have added or stuff that's changed, things that shouldn't be on that list now or things that should. And in addition, so I don't want to go and just change a video or remove a video because there are some elements that have changed, but I thought we could enhance it by doing 5 more. So you might find 5 more reasons you should stay at the Royal Pacific, or 5 more reasons to do something or what have you. And so the first one that I'm going to start today is based on the first video I ever made. The top 5 reasons I believed Universal Studios is better than Disney. I still believe it's better, much better. And I'm going to give you 5 more reasons that I think it's better. Now, I want to start this by saying something that should be obvious at this point. I don't dislike Disney. Disney does some amazing things, some great things. I love Disney, but I don't think it's as good as Universal Orlando. Hence the page. The channel is All Things Universal Orlando. Now, you can agree and you can disagree. You can comment in the comment section what you think about this, where I'm wrong, where I'm crazy, why you think I'm absolutely nuts. That's perfectly fine. Just be respectful. Recognize that this is a venue for me to share my opinion. I don't expect everybody to agree with these things. I expect people to poke holes in these things. I'm just sharing with you my reasons why I think it's still better. And today, I've got 5 more for you.
Great Scott! Number 5!
Number 5 is Halloween Horror Nights. Disney doesn't have anything like this. The not-so-scary Halloween thing they do is perfect for Disney. It fits their mode. The Magic Kingdom is a place for little kids, and it's a great place. There is nowhere better for little kids than the Magic Kingdom. Literally nowhere. I don't know of any little kid who doesn't view that place as that magical place, the only one-of-a-kind place where they always want to go. I was like that as a kid, walking down Main Street and seeing Cinderella's castle. That was the aha moment as a child. It's still an aha moment. It's still impressive and it's amazing. And I actually like how they kind of repaint the castle and celebrate different things, like the 50-year anniversary going on now. It's just extraordinary. It's great. And Disney does a great job with these things. But when I think about specialty things, Halloween Horror Nights, Disney's Not So Scary, man, there's no comparison there. And I like that about HHN. I'm older. My kids are older. We love Halloween Horror Nights. We're excited to go again this year. We bought for the first time one of the season passes that they offer. It's just better. It's scary. It's grown up. And I have the option of not taking a child if I don't want to. I can select what my child sees. I'm not taking my teenager to Disney's Not So Scary because, well, it's not so scary. And the point of Halloween is to be scary. That's literally the point. Kids dress up in costumes to be scary and, of course, to get candy. HHN offers a tremendous venue for it. Universal has just maximized this. It is the top Halloween event, extracurricular event of any theme park that I know of. There are others that have tried to emulate it. There are others that have tried to copy it. No one has come close. Not at Busch Gardens, not at SeaWorld, not at Knott's Berry Farms. They do a great job. They really do. But you are competing against the mother of all horror film manufacturers in Universal Studios, starting way back when with the Universal Classic Monster series they've done, and they have expanded all through the ages. Halloween is something that Universal does better than anybody, even Disney. And for all of those reasons, HHN is the 5th reason. I don't even know how to say that. HHN is the 6th reason. It is the first of 5 more reasons that Universal Studios is better than Disney.
Number 4, boop boop doo boop.
Number 4, with the addition of Volcano Bay, Universal has established itself as the best water theme park, certainly in Florida, but best I've ever seen. There is no comparison, none whatsoever, in Volcano Bay to Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon. There is just no comparison. To Disney's credit, I guess, both Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon are old. They're dated. They're fun, for sure. But Volcano Bay being new on the scene, there's no water park like that. Better than Aquatica. It's better than any other water park I know of. The Tapu Tapu system works, and it has proven to be a great venue. I love the idea that I can go into the Fierce River and spend all day there while I'm waiting on my ride time to come available. Volcano Bay has shown that the virtual queue will work, and will work beautifully. The state-of-the-art slides that they have, just the overall theming of the park, good food options, it's really excellent. It's also affordable. I don't have to talk about this a lot. I think most people will agree with me that when it comes to water parks, Volcano Bay is second to none. Certainly better than Blizzard Beach, certainly better than Typhoon Lagoon. And frankly, Disney has fallen really short here. They haven't really given either of these areas a lot of love, and maybe they should. Now, I haven't been to either Disney water park in some time, and I don't plan on going because I've got Volcano Bay right there. It's better, and it's accessible. And for all of those reasons, Volcano Bay is the next of the 5 more reasons that Universal Studios is better than Disney.
Top 10 gigawatts. That's number 3.
Now this one's going to be controversial. People will disagree with this. I really don't care. One of the things that I love most about Universal Orlando is they are constantly providing newer and updated attractions. Every year for the past 5 or 6 years, Universal has given us a brand new attraction, even in the midst of the pandemic. Skull Island Reign of Kong, Fast and Furious Supercharged, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, The Bourne Stuntacular, and now, of course, Velocicoaster. In that time, Disney has really done not much, because if you go all the way back to prior to the creation of Reign of Kong, Disney was already working on Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story Land. Yes, Disney has brought us 2 new lands in the same park, and they're both great, and that's cool, but we had to wait a long time for both of them, a real long time. And understandably so, they created 2 new lands. But again, all indicators, financial reports, Disney will tell you themselves that both Toy Story Land and Galaxy's Edge have been financial disappointments. They have not drawn the crowds that they were anticipating to bringing, and have even considered lowering their prices because of it. Universal has not had that problem, and let's all be honest, Fast and Furious Supercharged is a dog. I almost made a video today called The Top 5 Reasons Fast and Furious Supercharged is the worst attraction ever made. But the rest of these attractions are good, and we're getting one every year. And I didn't even go into any of the re-theming options, things like changing Despicable Me to removing the 3D to make it available for more people so that more people could ride it, there's no motion sickness, or the upgrade of The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man, or even now as they're currently re-theming or doing something new with Poseidon's Fury, or the fact that Epic Universe is being built, and my guess is they'll probably open that before we ever see the Tron coaster open. You get my point. Now, to Disney's credit, when they do something, they do it right. They do re-theme well, and I have no doubts that Tron will be an amazing coaster, Ratatouille will be an amazing attraction. They also brought us and I don't even know the name of it, but the Mickey Mouse train ride where the great movie ride used to be. The movie ride was just better, substantially better, and all indicators say that. So my point is this: yes, Disney does do some things, and they have given us some new things, but it's like they give you this onslaught of stuff, and then a long stretch with nothing. For me, I'd rather have a new attraction every year. It makes the vacation new every year, and I like that about Universal. For all of those reasons, that's the third of the more reasons that Universal is just better than Disney. Number 2, crowd control. This is misleading. Disney's great because they have so many parks, but it is also so popular, not just on the national level, but internationally. It is so crowded all the time. It's why their FastPass system does not work. It's why they created a new FastPass system, and, well, the jury's still out on that one. But we'll give them the benefit of the doubt and trust that it does work. Disney is so crowded that really what you're paying for, and paying great amounts of money for, is to stand in line all day. It's crazy. That's really what you're paying for, to stand in line, even in a non-peak time. If you go in a non-peak time, you are still going to stand in line. You are not going to get to do everything that you want to do, even if you're pounding the app. Even if you have planned your day in advance, you will never hit all of the attractions that you want to hit because it's just too popular and too crowded. That says something about Disney. That says they're doing something right that they are so popular. But they also have longevity on their side. And there is that element of magic that is associated with Disney, for sure. And as a parent, when your kids are little, you can't wait to take them there. And Universal doesn't have that element, but it is getting it. Harry Potter has certainly brought that element to Universal, and we've seen their popularity rise because of that. But really, crowd control is an issue. Because Universal is a smaller property, they can shut down at a lower capacity, which might be disappointing to people, but not if you're in the park. If you're in the park, shutting down early because of capacity is a good thing, because it limits the amount of time that you wait in line. And even on a busy peak time at Universal, you can hit everything that you want to hit. In a non-peak time, you could potentially do both Disney or both Universal parks in one day if you plan it right. And that's the beauty of crowd control. Because Universal is not nearly as popular as Disney, it offers a much better vacation concerning crowd control. You can go there. You will not be waiting in line all day. They have the Express Pass option that is reasonable and affordable, which would enable you on the busiest of days to hit everything you want to hit. And for all of those reasons, better crowd control is the second of the more reasons that Universal is better than Disney. Now, I don't have an honorable mention. I probably could have come up with one, but I thought if I'm hitting Disney pretty hard, we need to talk about what Disney does well. And there are a number of things that Disney does do well. They have upped their theming tremendously. Galaxy's Edge, Toy Story Land, their two newest creations. That theming is absolutely as good as we find in the Wizarding World. Maybe not quite, maybe a little less, but still really good. Galaxy's Edge is extraordinary. But here's the problem. Even though Disney has upped their theming, and even though they are bringing things like Tron to the Magic Kingdom, and they have all of this land and all of these areas to expand upon, even though they're doing that, I think Disney has made a crucial mistake. They have oversaturated the market with both properties, with both Toy Story and certainly with Star Wars. I'm a child of the 70s. I grew up pretending to be Luke Skywalker and Han Solo. The idea that I would ever get to walk into something like Galaxy's Edge and see the Millennium Falcon in actual size is remarkable to me. And yet, because Disney has saturated this market with very poor movies, I don't really have that interest anymore. Not to mention that some of the attractions in Galaxy's Edge, one in particular, really isn't that great. The other one, spectacular. They've really killed it, but you can't get on it. You have to plan months in advance at times. Certainly you have to get up very early in the morning, which no one wants to do on vacation, and hope beyond hope that you can get a time to get on the ride. I'm not going to go into the details. Toy Story is kind of the same, though not as bad. There are some good elements, and the theming is extraordinary. But again, by creating more and more movies and shorts and all of these things, it just takes away from what used to make it special. Remember, Disney wouldn't even release their classic movies except for different, periodically. You couldn't get a movie any time of the year. And when they did that, it made their attractions and their park and their properties much more popular than they are now. Because now they release a new movie or show or program regarding Star Wars every 6 months. So no one cares because it's not special anymore. Listen, I like The Mandalorian. I think it's good. But the movies, not for me. They're just not what the original property used to be. And because of that, they're suffering. I said earlier, all you have to do is check their financials and you will see that Disney has openly admitted it's a disappointment to them. Yes, compare that to Universal. Fast and Furious might be a dog. Not might be. Fast and Furious is a dog, but it hasn't hurt their popularity. And for all of those reasons, honorable mention doesn't exist, but Disney does do some good things. Disney also has tremendous options. 6 theme parks within the same vicinity, and they're all good. No, let me rephrase that. They're all great. Every theme park Disney offers is exceptional. Their hotel options are tremendous. They have so many. They're all great. They range from kind of affordable to forget it. You're never going to be able to afford to stay here. And that's great to have those options. I'm all about those things. And they have many. And they continue to build more, which speaks to their popularity. And good for them. And in City Walk, compared to Disney Springs, no comparison. Disney Springs is 10 times what City Walk is. For me, that's the one area Universal needs to drastically improve on. And they could use the City Walk model as a replica, something to try and strive for. So there are things that Disney does better. Make no mistake about it. But these are just 5 more things that I think Universal does better. And like I said, that's the reason there's no honorable mention. So here it is.
Number 1!
The number one reason Universal, or not the number one reason, see, I got to get out of that habit. But the most important of the new, the highest rating of the new, of the more reasons that Universal is better than Disney, it's just so much more affordable. You can afford to take your family on vacation to Universal and have a top-tier, state-of-the-art, wonderful family vacation for half the money that it would cost you to have the same caliber of vacation at Disney. Even in a one-day thing, their park prices are pretty similar. They are. But food options within the park, to me, they're more affordable at Universal. They might not be as good. There aren't as many unique things, I'll grant you that. But I think all in all, you can get through Universal in a day cheaper than you can at Disney, even in one park. And if you're a guy like me, there's just more fun things to do at Universal. That's just me. But when it comes to affordability, whether you add Express Pass or even HHN, all of these extra things that Universal seems to do to accommodate their guests make that park more valuable to me. It's just a better, more affordable vacation. And I don't have to belabor it. I have videos talking about doing things on a budget and how you can do Universal Studios with a family. You can save over the course of a year and have an amazing vacation staying at one of their premier resorts that offers Express Pass. It's just a tremendous value for what you get. So save your money, budget properly, and Universal will give you a better vacation than Disney ever dreamed of. But that's, of course, based on your budget, and I get that. So guys, that's your video. I'm not going to recap the top 5. I do want to hear in your comments where you think I'm nuts, why you think I'm crazy. Please be respectful. I don't think Disney's bad. I think Disney's great. I just think Universal is better. Hey, I want to do a special shout out to my friend Alex over at Prince of Mastodon Vlogs. We sent him a shirt. He wore it and did a vlog. He even titled the video that we after our channel here, and we appreciate Alex and his work. Go check him out. Like and subscribe to his channel as well. But remember, guys, before you sign off here, go do something amazing for somebody else today. Go bless somebody else. Don't expect anything in return, nothing at all, and watch what happens in your life. We'll see you.